So something really interesting just happened to me like 5-10 minutes ago. And I feel like it's super important, at least to me, so I'm going to share it with you. I got to my last delivery. I'm super tired. As you can see, I'm sweaty and dirty. And I'm not even going to sleep in my house tonight. I'm sleeping over the road. So I'm already in a not amazing mood. When I get to the store, nothing is ready. I have to take care of everything. And I really had to bite my tongue because I hate confrontation. But today I was going to let him have it. So now I'm doing something that is not my job to be able to do what my job is. You know how that feels. Anyway, so as I'm struggling to fix this over here, this stranger walks by me. He stops, looks me up and down, and he says, "What are you doing? Stop that." He saw the look of confusion on my face, so he proceeded to explain. He said I was overworked and undercompensated for 15 years, so I can spot an overworked employee from a mile away. You're over here huffing and puffing, doing something that is not your job, while the person who was supposed to do your job didn't do it. You two are going to get the same exact thing. Nothing. He said, "Look at me. I'm 66 and I look like I'm 80. Do not do this to your body." And then he left me with these words. "You're young enough to have a life, so have it." And to be honest with you, he put me in a very good mood. I was not even going to make a video today. Again, I'm dirty, sweaty, tired, but he motivated me. And right now, all I want is the words of this wise, unappreciated man, the words that he told one person to reach millions. Stop overworking yourself. There's no benefit in it. And if you followed me for any amount of time, you will know that I take pride in hard work, but there's a difference in hard work and overwork. The sad part is that your employer is not going to know that difference. You do. Respect yourself and your body enough to know where to draw the line and do what you are being paid for. And if you have to wait for someone else to do their job for you to be able to do yours, you sit and you wait. Because guess what? You're not going to get paid a cent more for doing someone else's job.
The video that I just showed you guys, it's a little bit more somber than what I normally would do. These topics are so important to discuss, especially in the working capitalistic era that we are in. So important that you, as my viewer, and maybe you're younger than me, maybe you're older than me, whatever race, whatever gender you are, it's important for you to understand, firstly, just this: you are important, you are valuable, you are needed, you are special, you are worthy. I just have to say that. Like, I just felt it in my spirit that you needed to hear this today. And for whatever reason why you click this video, you're in a season in your life where you're somewhere where you're not being treated the way that you know you should be. You're being undervalued, you're being underpaid, you're being underappreciated. The people who work around you don't see you the way that they should see you. I'm so sorry that you are experiencing this. I'm sorry that you're going through this trial, because maybe you're like me, how I was last year. You're crying, you're upset, you're going to this job and you're feeling devalued, you're not motivated. No one wants you to really just be there, and when you are there, they're treating you poorly. This is a season. This is not your eternity. You don't have to be here. And I just want to reaffirm to you that you have so much more power than you actually realize, but you don't understand that yet. But we're going to be talking about this in this video. Okay. I saw that video on TikTok and I was just scrolling through. I watched it not just once, I actually watched that video 3 times. The first time I watched it, I actually started crying. Guy in the video, his name is Johan. And I'm gonna put his link down below so you guys can go follow him on TikTok. Go support him too. But I cried because I remember being in his exact shoes. I don't want to cry now, but I remember being in his exact shoes 1 year ago. This time last year, around April, May, I was working a job. It was literally sucking the soul out of my life. I was working like 30, 40 plus hours a week. Some days I was working 14, 15-hour shifts without a lunch break, and I live in California. Work a 12-hour shift, go home, then have to open up the building for this job the next day, not at 7 a.m., but at 6 a.m. in the morning. I would get off work around 11:30. I would have to be up the next day at 5 to have breakfast and get ready to get dressed, and be on the road by 5:30 to get to work by like 6:15. I tell you not, this was happening to me in California. I was underpaid, I was overworked. I wasn't just doing my job, but I was doing multiple other employees' jobs. I was doing the job of a manager, a coordinator, and a site manager. Catch my drift. I was working too damn hard, and I was very, extremely underpaid for the services, the time, the effort that I gave to this company. And I say this as a warning to anyone who's young like me or younger. Do not fall victim like me and this young man did. There will be jobs out here that will take advantage of you if you allow them to. And I say this to say you have so much more power than you realize. And when you succumb to a horrible job, a bad manager, horrible employees and coworkers, because let's keep a cap. Your job can suck, but depending on who you're working around can make it 10 times worse. And I've worked with those people. I have worked with people who have the worst attitudes you could not believe. And see, I'm a believer in coming to work, doing your job, doing it well, I'm a hard worker, and leaving. That's it. That's all you got to do. But I've never in my existence have I ever, if you have, it happens, but I don't bring negative energy into any space that I work. When I go to work, I don't care what kind of morning I could be having. I could be having a hard, stressful day. I could have had a fight with someone. I could have had like a bill, something bad could have happened to me. When you see me at work, I'm cool, calm, and collected. People who bring that negativity into work, who are hard to deal with, hard to manage, hard to communicate with, you are the worst people ever. I'm going to say it just like that. People who come to work and give you a bad attitude when you just saw them at work, come on, you're ruining the whole flow, especially since we're talking about this, especially managers. I can have a whole video topic about working for horrible managers who do not know how to control their moods and who do not understand the power of energy, who come to work upset, angry, depressed, mad, frustrated with their own life, frustrated with the situation that they came from, and exploit the people who work underneath them because they're not happy with their lives. And I will say this, if you are a manager, you need to get your act together. You are in a leadership position. You chose that. You applied for that position. And if you're going to be in that position, you need to understand your aura. You cannot bring issues you're having with your baby daddy. I said it. I don't care. I do not care. You don't need to bring issues you're having with your wife and your kids. You don't need to bring that energy into this work establishment because you're just a boss. That's it. You're just a boss. The only thing you should be doing is focusing on the work and the people who work underneath you. You need to be a positive influence at your job, and you need to be building leaders. Like I had to say that as well. You need to be building leaders. Like, come on now. Man, see, y'all want me to get started. Y'all don't want any of this. Y'all don't want the smoke. As I found that video, I just want to discuss a few things. And hopefully this, if you're watching this, because clearly you're dealing with something at work. Like you've had enough. You're at some type of breaking point. Maybe you're sitting in your car like I was like last year, I promise you. And you're just going, is this my life? Is this really what, I don't know if you believe in God or what you believe in, but you're like, is this what really God has given me? It's like, this is what it is. Me working this horrible job. Here I am. And you type some stuff in on YouTube, my video popped up, right? So maybe I caught you at a really hard moment in your life. So the first thing that I have to say is, my little notebooks here, is stop overworking yourself. There's no benefit. If you're working a job and they're overworking you, there's a few things you have to understand. If you're doing a position that you did not apply for, you need to take immediate action. Of course, the main one is to quit your job. You definitely can quit your job. We need money, right? We need money. We got bills to pay for, right? And it takes a while to get a new job. It takes a few months. You gotta go through the whole hiring process. It's long, it's irritating, I understand. If you do want to continue working at this place, you need to redirect the power back to yourself. So if you feel as if you are doing the job of your manager, your coordinator, your site coordinator, someone else higher than that, you need to bring that attention to your manager. Do not fear the people in front of you. They are in front of you because they're supposed to be there to lead and guide you. The fact that they allowed you to take on their responsibility is a failure to them, not you. That is their responsibility. They applied for that job, not you. You did not apply to be a manager, right? Come on now. You did not apply to have 2, 3 other titles in your job position. If you are at the bottom of your job at a lower level, why are you filing paperwork? Why are you checking on other employees to make sure everyone's working at their assignment? Who hired them? Where's the hiring manager? Why are we worried about other people who are not performing at their job, but you show up at your job and they're mad at you? No. I'm drinking my water. No, we're not doing that this year. 2023, no, we're done. We are done. After we survived the pandemic, no, we're finished. We're tired. We are too tired for that. I'm not working my job, their jobs, his job, the manager's job, security. I'm working in the bakery and the deli, and I'm the janitor. But yet you're paying me a little bit above. Oh no, girl, I'm about to leave. Take this microphone. I'm out. Hey, my job is to work as a cashier. If it's not cashier related, if it's not around that job title, I'm not stacking boxes. I'm not going to be security. You hire security. Where's security? Have security do that. I'm not risking my life. Pay me what security is doing, then I will do what security is doing. If you want me to micromanage other people, you need to put me in a manager position immediately. You have to demand these things from people immediately. Bring it up. Let your managers know. Because the minute you start correcting them and you start making them responsible for what they're doing, they will either get irritated, but they'll be more self-aware. You want people to become aware of what they're doing and how they're treating you. Because no one is going to care about you as much as you. You are your main priority. You really have to stand up for yourself. You have to put respect on your lane. You have to draw those boundaries in the sand. Do them as quickly and as earnestly as possible. Do not be like me. I waited years working at certain jobs, being mistreated, mismanaged. People aren't stepping up to do their jobs. I don't know what I'm doing because you don't know what you're doing. There's no schedule involved. You mixed up my hours because you were tired and you didn't plan things right. So you thought I was supposed to be here Friday night. And this is a real story. You thought I was supposed to be here Friday night, but you messed up. So now you want to call me Friday mid-afternoon to see if I can come back in and complain when I don't show up? Come on. No. Draw that line in the sand. Talk to people respectfully, but have them talk respectfully back to you. And especially if you work a job. I just had this happen to me not too long ago. If you work a job and your manager has an attitude problem, manager is rude to you, your manager is condescending, manager is sarcastically just abrasive, and if you can't talk to them, I know some people think HR is only protecting the company, which they are. That's like their main function. But at the same time, if you can talk to someone at HR who's a little more understanding, you could bring it up to them like, hey, so-and-so manager, on this date. And keep everything documented, you guys. Don't be afraid to document things or record stuff. Like, do what you got to do to protect yourself. But if your manager is talking to you and is very disrespectful and very mean, bring that up. And that way, HR will talk to that manager, and that manager can self-correct themselves. Because all we're trying to do is we're trying to create an environment where you can perform well. I'm not going to be one of those gurus who tells you, be self-employed. Like, if you can do it, make $1 million, like just doing this, sell courses. Like, no, it's okay to work a job. There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with working 30 hours a week or having a part-time, especially as like you age and you find out who you are and what you want to do. It's okay to work those jobs. Those jobs are stable. If they are comfortable, they're comfortable and they're reliant. So you're getting a consistent paycheck. But while you're working those jobs, you always want to make sure that you are in a very healthy environment. Because you're not going to do good at work if you're not happy. You're not going to perform well if you're being treated poorly. It doesn't work. Think about it like this. It's like poking a bear. I'm a bear. You're a bear. We're all bears. And it's crazy, right? The analogy. I know. I'm on a roll today. I know. But you're a bear. And if you keep poking a bear over and over, I don't care how docile you think this bear is, how trained you think this bear is, that this bear has been around people for so long, this bear will not overreact. No, no, no. We all have buttons. You're going to just erupt. You're going to spill over. It's like a volcano. There you go. You're going to erupt. It's going to happen, right? You don't want that to happen. But if someone keeps poking you over and over and over again, you're going to snap. And I don't know what your snap will look like. Your snap could be you yelling back, you overreacting as well, you going head to head with this manager or this employee, you walking off and jeopardizing your job. I don't want you to be in a position where people see you acting outside your character. I don't want that. That's not who you are anyway. You're a graceful bear. You really are. You're a graceful bear because you're important and you're special. And I don't want that look for you. I don't want them going, oh yeah, she's crazy. Yeah, she just crazy. She just got mad all of a sudden. No, it wasn't all of a sudden. It kept happening over and over, but you didn't say anything. It was too long and it was coming. If you're working in a toxic work environment, do not stay. Do not go through the abuse day in and day out. You don't have to deal with that. Do not be me. I went through hell back to hell, back and forth for about for 2 years. And I stayed. But I stayed because I didn't understand my worth. I didn't understand my value. The only person I can be mad at is not the job, is at me for not valuing myself, for not asking for more money, for allowing myself to be paid that little, and for not having requirements and demands on people. If you're in my position and you just feel like you're just dying at work, find another job. There's always other jobs, other opportunities. Also want to be at a job where people's eyes light up when they see you. You want to be somewhere where people appreciate you and value you and they see you. Like, you really want to be seen. Like, people are happy that you're there. You want to get, oh my gosh, Susan, thank you for showing up to work today. I'm so happy. And if your job can go over in abundance for you and they give you the benefits and the pay that you need, and you can work a job where you're not stressed out about bills, go leave. Find other opportunities. There are better jobs out there. There are better managers, and there's better people you can work with, right? So that's my 2 cents. I'm so happy I found that video off of TikTok. Go follow that TikToker. I just hope you just find yourself. I hope that this video calms you down a little bit and you're not angry. I just want you to breathe. It's okay. It's going to be okay. But take your power back. Understand that you have the control. This is your life. This is your destiny. You can be where you want to be. And you can also imagine yourself being somewhere else, and you can actually go there too. There are no limits to life. Every door is open, but you have to walk through them, right? So, right, that's my 2 cents. Hopefully you like this video. Sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you again in a couple days or so, right? I'm going to be more consistent. So you're probably going to see me in a couple days. And I'll look for another TikTok video that I like, and we'll talk about it. Or some news, just depending, right? I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Okay, bye.